Hey guys, and welcome to today's video where I want to talk about bidding strategies for Google AdWords, especially when to use them and how they differentiate from each other. So you guys asked me a lot of questions about them recently on YouTube, you sent me emails, and there has been a lot of confusion about this topic. So I want to make sure that you really know when to use which of them and that you don't use any of them by mistake and probably don't get the results that you might have gotten with another one. So let's jump right in. And in general, there are four different kind of bidding strategies or four different bidding strategies: manual CPC, maximize clicks, target CPA, and target ROAS. We want to start with manual CPC as the basic one. And it means that in case of manual CPC, there is no automatic bidding involved at all. Like, AdWords doesn't really support you in any way. AdWords doesn't optimize by itself. You do all the things by yourself. And this can be a good thing, because the one case where you want to really use manual CPC is when you don't have any data. Because automatic bidding in case of AdWords means that AdWords uses your past campaign data in order to improve the current campaign. So if you have past conversions, AdWords will look at them and determine what could we do better for this campaign to achieve similar or even better results. But especially when you're starting out, or when you have a very small budget and you didn't have that much past history yet, you cannot really use any of this data because you don't have any. So you go with manual CPC. And you will tell AdWords, don't do anything with my campaigns because you cannot know. Just take my bid and leave it as it is and go with it. So this is a pretty good strategy when you're starting out. Don't make the mistake of using automated bidding strategy too early, because this won't really help you with your campaigns. Manual CPC is in fact the one that I use the most. So you should really, especially in the beginning, you should really be using this as well. The next one, maximize clicks, already is quite different, because here, as the name says already, AdWords really wants to push your clicks up, and it doesn't really care about anything else. So AdWords knows, okay, this guy wants to do, he wants to get the most clicks possible, so we will send all kind of junk traffic to his site, right? They will basically show your ads to everyone as soon as they expect this person to be clicking your ad at a very cheap price. So they don't really care if it's traffic that is most likely to convert, or if it's traffic that has proven to stay on the website for quite a while. It's just get some kind of traffic to get the cheapest clicks. So you see already, this can make sense if you want to, for example, test your website and get people on there to really get started, or if you want to continuously spend your whole budget and make sure that you spend all of it. But it's not really the best bidding strategy in terms of quality. So yes, you will get the highest clicks, but normally this is a beautiful queue. This is really a beautiful queue. But normally the quality of these clicks is really going down. You won't really see the results that you get with target CPA or manual CPC, for example. So use maximize clicks with some kind of caution, especially if you have a small budget. Typically, it's better to go with manual CPC and be able to constantly do adjustments and these kind of things, because maximize clicks is really if you want to set it up and forget about it. And this is normally not the best way to go when you're starting out. So you would come to the next bidding strategy already, which is target CPA, and this is one that I really like and that I use the most right after manual CPC. And what target CPA does, it will give you, or it try to give you, a stable cost per acquisition. So I will do this arrow here to the right because it should be stable. One important thing here is that you should have at least 30 conversions in the past 30 days in order to use target CPA effectively, because like I said, AdWords will be looking at your past campaign data and will improve your campaign based on this data. So it doesn't make sense to use target CPA if you don't have any conversions in the past. But let's say, for example, that in the past you got conversions at $10 each, right? So you got conversions at $10 each. And now you tell AdWords, you know what, I want to stick roughly at this CPA. I don't care really about the pure volume of my conversions. I just want to stick at $10, because if you spend $13 on a conversion or 12, then let's say in your case, this will be too much and you won't be profitable. So you tell AdWords, please give me conversions at a rate of $10. And I don't really care that much about the volume, but I really care about the profitability and about the price. So AdWords will now ignore the traffic where it thinks that probably it is not possible to get these $10, And this automatically means that you will definitely lose some kind of traffic. Now, it is important to know that with automatic bidding strategies, you cannot do individual bid adjustments, for example, on the keyword level. So if you set a target CPA of $10, you need to know that AdWords will basically that AdWords won't show your ads to many people because the target CPA might be too low. If you set up your target CPA to like $20 or $30 or $40, then you have to think about it like this. AdWords is basically setting a way higher bid for a click for you, and this means of course that you can get way more clicks. So if you have a very low target CPA, you will automatically reach a way smaller audience, but at the same time keep in mind that you shouldn't like just put your target CPA to like $2 or something, so that you think, because you might think you get very cheap conversions, then it should be somewhere near the past CPA that you got. So if you had an average CPA of $15 in the past month, it is useful to put your target CPA somewhere between like $13 and $17 or something like that. Don't expect Google to be able to drive you conversions at $3 just because you set your target CPA at this point. So always do something realistic here. Look at your past data and do something somewhat near that point, and it will really help you to get this constant CPA going, because many people are really annoyed by getting a conversion for $10, the next one for $25, the next one for $13 and stuff like that. This won't really happen with target CPA. So I can really recommend to use it once you have the data. Like I said, it's the one that I use the most after manual CPC. And now I want to go to target ROAS, which is also a very interesting one. And in this case, you want to, at the same, just as on with the target CPA one, you want to get a stable ROAS. And this actually means if it really meets the expectations and if really AdWords gets it done, then this is probably the safest bidding strategy. Because if you have a certain return on ad spend, this more or less means that you're profitable, right? If you have a certain target CPA, it's similar, but with the target ROAS, it's basically calculating the return on ad spend. So it looks at your sales volume, at your advertising, at your ad spend, and it will calculate the return on that. So if it's same here like with target CPA, with the difference that you should get at least 50 conversions in the past 30 days. Same here, you should be realistic. If your return on ad spend in the past month was like 300%, then you shouldn't expect it to go to like 800 now, just because you tell them so. So you can really, and this is quite powerful, if you hit a certain return on ad spend, you can tell AdWords that it should spend your budget wisely to roughly attain this return on ad spend at all times. So if you tell AdWords, please keep me those 300%, and I'm great at drawing today. Yes, this is a 300. If you tell AdWords, please stick to my 300%, this is what I want to get out of every dollar that I spend. And this is very good to be able to continuously like calculate everything, because you know I spend $1, I get $3 back, and this is quite powerful. And this is also pretty important because if something else changes, you tell AdWords like you don't care as long as this profitability or this return on your advertising dollars is reached. So it makes a lot of sense to really have a look at all of them. You cannot really say that one is bad or one is better. In general, if I would have to take one that I don't like or that I like the least, it's probably maximize clicks. I rarely use it, but these other three are definitely all powerful. Like I said, in the beginning, always start with manual CPC. Anything else doesn't really make sense. And at some point, switch to target CPA and then eventually to target ROAS. You really need to know that as long as you use an automatic bidding strategy like those three here, you will always, you won't have full control at all the time. Manual CPC means you can adjust like bids on the keyword level. For example, if one keyword is performing better, you might give it a higher bid. This is not possible with target CPA and target ROAS and maximize clicks. So keep this in mind. If you want to make changes all the time, and if you want to make changes on the micro level, manual CPC is the way to go. With these automatic bidding strategies though, you can leverage AdWords machine learning and the past data of your campaigns. So this can absolutely make sense as well. Yes guys, I hope that this little video on bidding strategies helped you to determine which one makes sense in your case. As always, check the eCom PPC Academy to really learn everything about Google AdWords and how to use it for your business successfully. The link is in the description, just as always. And if you like this video, I hope that you leave a like, that you comment if you have any questions, or if you want to see anything specific about e-commerce or AdWords in the next video. And of course, if you liked it, please subscribe to this channel. We are on a tour to really get one video a day done. Now for 1 week already. I hope that I will keep it at this rate for like at least 2 or 3 more weeks. And yeah, if you like the content, like I said, please leave a like, stick with me, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.